So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world. And welcome to another interview of the Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector. And today I'm joined by, you change your name, Anthony or Antonio?
Whatever you like.
Yeah, well, Antonio
Anthony,
is
Antonio, Tony. My friends
Anthony
call me with a lot of
Tony.
names.
Yeah, and yeah, so I have Tony uh, from the band Telma. Uh,
Yes.
which they're a modern metal group band from Athens, Greece, and they're about to release their second album uh, on February the 28th, and the second album is called Awakening. So, first of all, Anthony or Antonio, thank you for joining me. It's Saturday night for you, so what better way than to spend it talking with me?
A better way to spend this time would be rehearsing, playing in the studio with the boys.
You can go rehearse after this or go
Well,
have some fun after we talk.
2 hours of rehearsal and then maybe a beer or two would be great to end this beautiful day.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. So yeah, I listened to the album and I also listened to your previous record because you started as a band in 2021, and I know you also sing in another band. So you're a busy
Okay.
man singing for two bands. But Telma, so it's pretty interesting because it's described. I was reading some of your influences, and one of them you put Godsmack, and I'm like, none of your songs sound like Godsmack. So I was like, I'm interested that you put Godsmack, but you put bands like Pantera, Metallica. So tell us first of all, you're a newer band. You started in 2021. Tell us a little bit about how the band got together.
Well, the drummer Michalis was a bandmate of mine from a previous band, and he started playing with the guitarist and the bassist, the Marcos and Philippos. They are brothers, and they needed a singer. So Mike proposed me to on a trial to take a trial. Uh, I I did it. The guys loved it. Groove metal. We were playing groove metal, but the vocals are not so screamy or growlers. They're more melodic, and we thought that it was a nice touch. This is the way that I can sing. The Godsmack and Pantera and this kind of influences are going mostly in the riffing, in the groovy, quick speed rhythm. This kind of thing that is Marcos' sign. He loves this kind of music. He's producing, composing this kind of music, and it is the main, the core thing for the band. And it has this groove metal with the melodic vocals. The Michalis in the drums, he's killing it. We love from the first time. We love what the feeling that he brings in our music and our band and in the live performances. And we got together really quick, and every one of us is good. Every one of us, we're good guys. We communicate with each other. Our minds are going towards the same direction, and everything that came after this is our history, and this is how we got together.
Yeah, and I think you can tell that you guys have fun together because I was watching the music videos, and some of the music videos, it's you guys going on the road performing. Like it's so like crystal clear. is a perfect example of that. And that opens the album. That's a great song, very groovy, very fast paced and fun to open the album. And you guys are just like goofing around. You're on the road, you're on the bus, you're
It is
playing.
totally true, totally true and real content, and it was our life for a week.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys, it looked like you were having fun. And like you're performing shirtless, you're having fun. It sounded like a good time. Then the other track that you had a video, Belly of the Beast,
Mhm.
that track gave me some Mastodon vibes to it. Like something on the guitar, not the vocals that much, but something on the guitars, it gave me the Mastodon vibes. Tell me a little bit about that track.
Well, that track was composed in 5 days. We didn't we were not going to contain it in the album, but it came like that just in a day. I found I wrote the lyrics. The drummer Michalis put the right beats in, and everything was in place in just 5 days. After that, Georgios Margaritopoulos, our producer, made the final suggestions for the solo or the breakdown or the outro, and it just happened like that. We loved it from the first day. This song is about emotional pressure, and it has a lot of anger in it. But we believe that the end have a twist, as it is written in the lyrics. If Even if things look messy and the pressure is big on yourself, and or you can't breathe, you feel like you can't breathe, just keep going, and in the end there will be a good twist for you.
Yeah, so the metaphor of like the belly of the beast is like you battling with your self-anxiety.
Anxiety that may be caused by a lot of things, by your everyday in your everyday life, by in your work, or some disagreement with your friends, or everything that is bad for your psychology, for your soul. The pressure comes from the environment.
Yeah.
It is the way that we deal and manage with things like that can make the difference and bring the good twist at the end.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're in Greece, Puerto Rico, anywhere in the world, the same, everyone's dealing with the same shit. So,
It is a universal feeling.
universal feeling. And yeah, it's a great track, but I like those because like every track on this record has something different. You know, your group metal, modern metal, but you have like different like elements to it, so which makes it interesting. So are you, Antonio, are you writing all the lyrics for this band?
Yes, I'm writing the lyrics, and they are. I have to mention that they are refined by Angelo Kane. He's a colleague of ours. We need his services just for the lyrics to be grammatically correct, or if something doesn't. We don't exactly understand the meaning of something that we write. It has different meanings than the meaning that we intend to give, because maybe we think the lyrics in Greek in our minds, and it is there's a different phrasing in English.
Same thing with Spanish to English. Like some words have different meanings and the tone to them. So have you ever thought of like writing a song in your native language?
I have thought of that, but I don't believe that it suits nice with groove metal,
Mm.
uh, where this kind of feelings or no, this kind of sound, this heavy sound. I don't I'm sorry, I don't feel that it suits nice. Uh, I have written other songs in other genres of music in Greek, but not for groove metal
Okay.
or
Yeah,
modern
because
metal.
I know there's bands that say, yeah, that they think that some metal like sounds better in English, but you
Yeah,
have bands like Rammstein doing metal like mostly in German and some other countries, you
The
know.
Rammstein are unique,
Very unique. Yeah.
but the music that we play is mostly popular in America.
Hmm.
You know, it is this is the place that it came from, and they we can communicate the vibes and the feelings from our song better in this way in this crowd. Uh,
Yeah.
that's why.
So so you tackle like there's some songs here that are lighter, more fun, but
Mhm.
then there are some tracks that tackle like very heavy subject matter, which is the song 17. I saw the music video, and I like it that at first you put like I don't know if it's like every 17 minutes, like a woman gets murdered by an ex-partner in
Oh
Greece.
no, no,
Mhm.
this is not the meaning. The meaning is that in 2021, in this
Uh-huh.
year, 17 women in Greece got killed, murdered by their partners or their husbands,
Hmm.
or it was the man in their life, a man in their life with such a role in it. And it is this number grows bigger and bigger every year. Uh, that means that this phenomenon continues till now, but there's been a lot of noise and this about this topic, and uh, we should express this the meaning of this song. We have to be clear as artists about this kind of matters. This is the size that we choose. We're with these women. We know that it is happening in this society. We're against it, and this is the meaning that we protest about it because in our lives we have good women, we treat them fine, and we this is the kind of communication uh, 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 and emotion and emotional connection that we want with our partners, with every people, so that we can live in peace. No woman should be afraid to talk to his husband or to say no to something. And if I had a daughter, or when I have a daughter, I don't want this to be a phenomenon that goes on and on and on after so many years.
No, yeah, I totally agree. So yeah, I because I saw so I didn't know if it was like every like so it was 17 women that were murdered in 2021.
Exactly.
Just one is enough, but you know what? Here in Puerto Rico, it's much worse. Uh, like 17 women, that could be a month. Or like domestic violence here, it's very rampant, and it's a very serious topic. Just one is enough. I'm a father. I have a daughter, and I would hope that she would never have to suffer something like this. So I think it's a very important subject matter, and it happens all over the world. And just like you said, just one woman being murdered is too much. No one should do that. So that song in particular, I think is the most like lyrically strong to it. I like the intro at the beginning because it starts softer, and the music video. You have some women dancing. Some where did you film that music video?
We filmed it in a country area near Larissa. Uh, Larissa is my hometown. Our hometown. Uh, uh, Valas is the name of the videographer of that video. I want to thank him very much for his work. And the girls are dancers. I need to say a big thank you for your contribution. They are, we know these girls and their dancing team. They did it. Fotini, the leader of this team of dancers, was participated in our third video clip, Eternal. She was the dancer in it. So she scheduled for this team to come to this countryside area to film it in the cold. It was, I believe, February. This is how this video was made.
But I think it's lyrically it's one of the most important tracks on the record because it deals with a very that theme in particular. When you were writing that song, because it's a very sensitive subject matter, how did you tackle the writing for that one? And especially you're talking about real women that's sadly lost their lives too soon.
Okay, you are asking what I had in mind writing it, right?
Yes, like your process with writing this such a sensitive subject matter.
Okay. In the first verse, I'm just expressing an everyday life in this kind of occasion. It's very generic. I didn't want to write specific things like that could be interpreted in two ways. I want to be clear what was our opinion. The first one is generic because it includes every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
In the second verse, I Googled the way that they died, and I put them exactly as raw as I could in the lyrics. One was found cemented, the other was with smaller throat, shot down in the alley, exactly like that, as it was written in the newspaper. We're just raising awareness here.
Yeah.
And the chorus, I want it to be something like that can be sung in a demonstration, How many more will they suffer? How many more? It just, you can't bear it anymore. How many more? How many more? We will never forget what they die for. Now we protest against it. I want it to be to be clear. I want the meaning to be clear about what we are feeling about this subject.
Yeah, and there's a part like at the end of the song where you said like you will be redeemed, like your death wasn't in vain. Like so yeah, it's a very deep song, and I think you tackled that subject matter with a lot of grace, and also it's I think it's a very important song, and yeah, I think it's written really well and in a matter that it came out really clear, and the music video is great. So yes, I'm glad that I got to listen to it and and get a sense of that song. But there's this album also has more lighter songs that I think are fun, like a song like "Stray Dogs," and I thought that the song "Got No Rhythm." I thought that was like a more like a lighter song. Tell me the story. What is "Got No Rhythm" about?
Well, "Got No Rhythm" is the most uh, pessimistic song in the album. It was not. It is not that light in its subject, but it's a metaphor, of course. It's about a life that uh, go through a lot of hardships and difficulties, and that he couldn't, and he felt that he couldn't belong to this world. He couldn't hear the rhythm. He got no rhythm in his life.
Oh,
This is the metaphor, but it has a bridge part that it brings me. There are no lyrics there, but melodically, it is a cheer up for me. I don't know. I want uh, to dance, to raise my hand in the air, and or something like that. You know.
are
Uh,
you a good dancer, Antonio?
I'm not the best, not the worst.
Yeah, but you know
Neither
what?
the worst.
I'm from Puerto Rico, and we're supposed to be great dancers, but I'm not a great dancer. But when I go, I was living some years ago in the States, and they put some music from here, and I dance, and people are like, "You're such a great dancer." I'm like, "Wow." In this country, yes, but in Puerto Rico, I am below average dancer.
Spanish dancers are famous about this quality of theirs.
Yeah. So yeah, I think yeah, I know what you mean about the rhythm in that song being like catchy. So I want to show the album artwork, which is pretty cool artwork. I saw in the press release, the name of the artist, but I can't remember the name of the artist. So tell me a little bit about what the band wanted to convey with this artwork, because to me when I see this artwork, there's some there's a lot of like elements from Greek culture there, right?
Okay. What else do you? Oh, no, continue. What else do you feel? What do you feel about this castle and the waves?
Well, it looks like the person who's half naked there is about to be drowned, and he's trying to reach up to that hand, which I believe in is a god of some sort. And it looks like that city is about to be taken over by that wave.
Okay, okay. So the city and the waves are two things that the one contradicts the other. The waves are fierce, and the city, the castle, is organized, and both of them goes up to the clouds. It's a battle between these two elements. Uh, we are the man in the middle, that we are looking to two different paths. Uh, Both of them difficult to take, and we are looking at the sky for some hope. When we don't know what to do, it is from the two choices, we're looking to a third one in the sky. We don't want to do, we don't want to go neither to the city nor to the waves.
Yeah, it's a cool looking artwork.
Thank you.
What's the name of the artist that this?
Artaxas Design, you can find him in Instagram. Artaxas is his name, as a graphist. As an artist, he's a friend of ours from Larissa, hometown, a friend of Mike, our drummer. We're very pleased with this result. It got through a lot of stages. It was difficult to focus on the parts that we wanted at first, but after refining this project, this was the final result, and we're very happy with it. Thank you.
Yeah, no,
Alexa.
yeah, he did a great job. So it's a cool
Memes.
album artwork. It looks cool, and I know you guys are self-releasing this album, correct?
Exactly.
That's how you're very do-it-yourself. You're releasing it. You're releasing in CD for now. Is there gonna be vinyl or just CD?
Oh, it is gonna be a vinyl, yes, and a CD too. Exactly as we did with our first album. There's a vinyl for it too, and CDs. And we're gonna do it, and we're gonna produce and release our album with all the lessons that we took from and the bad choices from our first album, and we wanted to do it as much cool and organized and well managed as we could.
Okay,
We
makes sense.
we put a lot of work in this kind of in managing and organizing and in promoting, and we learned what we had to do.
Yeah, no, you learn from your first album and like what to do and what not to do.
And what to ask and what to ask.
Exactly. Yeah. A lot of but that's a good thing that you learn, and for this one now you already know what you need to do. So the name of the band, Telma, what's the story behind the name?
Telma in Greece means like a psychological dead end. And we had some options on the table. We like Telma because of the two syllables. We didn't want something big. And this psychological dead end fueled the thematology of our songs, with all these conflicts that we have in our everyday life. We go back home, and we write a song, play it in a guitar, some lyrics.
Yeah, awesome. So once the album is out, are you gonna have some shows coming up soon?
Of course, we're planning a Greek tour in May. We have like 6 or 7 dates, I think, and we want to add like 4 more. And we're gonna have a European tour in October. We're gonna organize it after May. We have made the first contacts, and we want the people to know about our music and about our vibe and about our live stage performance and how we feel about it.
Yeah, no, and yeah, I seen the video, so it's this kind of music. Group metal is really meant to be listened like in live because it's very energetic. So that's something that you bring to the live performance. So another track that I really enjoyed from the album, which I think I don't know what it's much about, but it sounded very way is the song "Awakening," which is obviously the name of the album. What's Awakening about?
Awakening is about seeing things in a different way, in a more enlightening way. If you unfocus from yourself and from what you have in your mind and understand why you have you have it in your mind, you can see that a lot of things can be different if we choose them to be different, if we deal with them differently. And by seeing these things differently, you go through an awakening that supports an ascendance of your soul. That this ascendance is meaning that you're feeling better about yourself, you're feeling better about the world. You learn how the things goes, and you go with the right flow. You put your work in the things that matter, and you see what are these things that matters, and why they matter so much. It's about reevaluation of our morals, or of our habits, or of our choices, or of what we can do differently, better. And it encourages communication, because it is written in one lyric, join the race. It's the race that we communicate with other. Uh, we build things together. We build we cooperate together, and towards somewhere. This somewhere is to leave things better than the way we found them.
Yeah, that's a great message. Yeah. I told you, this album has a lot of like deep subject matter to it. So before I let you go, I once did a video like where the premise of the video is like you're in a deserted island, but you have a turntable, so you can bring 5 records that you can't live without. Which 5 records I'm making you think would you take and why?
Well, I have to answer for myself and not for all the bands. Only
No,
for
that's
myself.
for you.
Okay. Well, the first one is Ritchie Blackmore's Rainbow. This is the song that I grew up with when I was 13 years old, or 12, and the Dio, this God, or we all look up to Dio, and there's no other person like this in the world right now, and it made me a big impact. All this vibe, I love this era, this vibe. Ritchie Blackmore, his music. Not ever. This one, the first one is Ritchie Blackmore's Rainbow. The second one is a kind of magic queen. A kind of magic queen. The third one is 10 from Pearl Jam.
Ooh, great record. One of my favorites.
Yeah, it is. And the fifth one, I don't know what the fifth one. It will be Pink Floyd. Wish You Were Here.
Yeah. Did you pick 4 or 5? I lost count.
5, I believe 5. It was Ritchie Blackmore's Rainbow, 10 Pearl Jam, a kind of magic.
And Pink
Okay.
Floyd. There's one left.
I have one left. Come on.
I know it's hard.
Greatest hits of Creedence Clearwater Revival. A perfect, an unbelievable record. Music. It takes me back home. I have heard this record a million times, and all of the previous a million times.
Yeah, I think the records that you would take to a deserted island has to be records that have like some meaning to you, and you're always going to pick usually records that you heard growing up, because I don't know, they stick with you.
In the deserted island, you don't want to give meaning or to see the meaning in things that you can have, but you want to spend the time there more cool and in a relaxed way. So you take more nostalgic choices with you, not big meaning
Mhm.
music.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So, Antonio, it's been great chatting with you this Saturday about obviously Telma, the band, and the upcoming album Awakening. So uh, I'm going to post like the link for people who want to follow the band, maybe pre-order the record. So before I let you go, anything that you would like to say to the fans before we go?
I would like to say to the fans, to our fans in Greece, that we're coming for you in May, and you have to be there
That,
for
that sounds like
our.
a threat.
Well,
Like you better be there.
they should come and see. They should come and see. I don't know. I don't know. The
Yeah.
second one is the same message for our fans in Europe. Whoever listens to our music, we're coming for you. If we can, we'll do the best we can, the most performance we can. And to every one of you that is listening to our music, communicate with one another. Be honest. Be good. Be crystal clear about how you feel and what you want from yourselves. Be good to each other and enjoy music and metal.
Yeah. So, that's an awesome thing. And hopefully more people from other parts of the world can listen to Telma and get into them. So I'm glad to talk to up and coming bands. It's been a pleasure, Antonio, talking with you. You're very nice to talk to guy, very cool, very chill like me. So it's been a chill conversation. So until next time, couchers, this Hector, the shield dude on a couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.